Alright guys, we're back with Minecraft and we're still building WB World. I gotta say that, I took out some of the nature stuff, unfortunately. I think the place is too small. That's why I'm thinking, hey, we need to actually build bigger places. Let me go on over here. We are we built that sort of bridge thing, but let me go down a bit. I like the waterfall, but I also like how it's like in a mountain. That's the thing that I definitely like. Let me go down a bit. And it looks like we need to patch that hole up over there. But, you know, so far, I like the inside. I mean, we're working on it. Obviously, nobody is going to build or be able to build something right away. So we're working on it. And so far, I like it. We have our pets, going on in here. You notice I replaced some of the ceilings and things like that. We're still working on that. It's going to take some time to actually patch up the area. Oh, my God. Is there something in here? All right, so anyways, oh my gosh, there. All right, so still some places that needs to be patched up, unfortunately, but we're working on it, and hopefully one day we're gonna have our perfect gaming world. Let's place, a block in here, and there we go. All right, so I like how there's lights right from that, but obviously, I'm still replacing a lot of the dirt to kind of make it look better, but we're gonna do that together. And this is I feel like this place is really small because I think I'm gonna want bigger rooms where we can put arcades and things like that in there. That would be super duper cool. I'm not even sure if we could build arcades, but I'm sure we can use our imagination and think of something, obviously. All right, let me take out this thing. All right, there we go. The volume up. Yeah, we're good with the volume. It's just that all right, let's clear this. So we're patching it up, just making it look better, at the top. And of course, removing some of the dirt. I don't know. I mean, I might want some of the dirt to be left there. Obviously, it reminds me of nature and all, right? We might have like something, but still working on it. And of course, this section, actually, I stopped punching here because the mountain was too small. The mountain we built it on, at the beginning it looked so big, and then afterwards you just realize it's so small. Look at it. We already broke through the other side of the mountain. So I'm gonna have to work on it. Obviously, we're still building our home here. I'm gonna make a room, a sort of thing. But I just want a bigger place. Right now it's too small. I don't know. I feel it's kind of small. But we're just clearing our path here. Earth is nice, obviously, but I don't know. I mean, I'd like it to be like a little Cybertronian kind of thing. All right, let's take out this section. We're gonna put in a wood here. Just, I don't know. I think it looks better with a wood, right? Sort of. Since there's water there, this we can remove. We have our pig, but let's work on this section. The thing is, I don't want monsters coming in. Oh, yeah, that didn't work out that well. Yeah, look at it. We already broke through this side. What in the world is that? Oh my God, it's a cow. All right, let's trap this cow. For now, I mean, I want to keep this cow. We'll make use of it later. Yeah, hopefully it won't be able to jump out or anything. Are you serious? No, 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 no! Where are you going, man? You're not going anywhere, cow. We want to keep you in a dome. There we go. I'm not even sure if that would trap him, but it looks good. I don't know. I mean, I like the cow. I want to keep the cow, so we're keeping the cow. It feels like, somebody's like, feels like, Mommy, can we keep the cow? Like The Simpsons or something. Let's plug that area. This place is, at first I thought it was big enough, the mountain and all, but now it feels like it's way too small. I don't know why. Maybe because I feel once we start building, it feels like we need a much bigger place. Essentially, what I want is a room where we could put every, like, cool game in. And we'll do a video on each game as well, which will be super duper cool. We'll have like an arcade world kind of thing. The WB world. So let me build this. Stack it up a bit. You know, actually, we can actually build like this, and then, what do you call it? Clear out the bottom, because sooner or later we're gonna need to use it anyway. There's another cow. Oh my god, there's a chicken too. Alright. I'm assuming that, let's go up high a bit. I'm assuming that we will be able to cut through a bit later on. We'll even everything out a bit later. I don't want to do it now, obviously. You know, they'll spend a lot of time. But we'll even it out a bit later on our own time, hopefully. Do we have a hole here? I think we have a hole here. We have a hole here. Okay, let's patch up this hole. There we go. It's a bit dark in here right now, and like you know, we do need to remove the dirt, but you know, it might take some time. We'll try to even out everything. This section, obviously, you know, right here, removing the dirt. This is how you build a house, you know. You have to remove things. Alright, let's take this thing. And just removing the dirt out of the way. I wanted to keep some of the dirt, but I don't know. It just feels like we're going with a more technology-based design. That's what I feel. Except I don't know how to get the technology-based design. Alright, we're gonna build here. We're gonna kind of try to close it. Hopefully, anyways. And yeah, there's a big hole here. I don't know. I don't know what the big hole was there for anyways. What did I make that hole for? Okay, let's build. Let's break open. Let's go this way. You know, we should start off with our first room. I think it makes sense. I mean, it looks like we have a huge dining hall or something. Alright, let's break through this section. We're gonna make our first room sooner or later. I think we'll make this section our first room. You know, that sounds okay. Alright, all of these things has to go, man. All of these things. I mean, it's just too much dirt. I do like the dirt. I wanted to keep a nature kind of feel. You know, a lot of people don't like nature these days. They don't learn to appreciate nature and what Mother Earth has to give them, and we're blowing it up. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Alright, so, you know, I wanted to keep the nature feel. And, you know what? Let's break this. We'll make the room, like, right here, somewhere around here. This should be where the room starts. Alright. I'm gonna pad this thing like this. So this is the beginning of the room. And, you know, we're just gonna build it. And this, I don't know what game we should do for this room. I think, you know, maybe we'll have a cool room. Alright, so we're building our WB world. This is a journey, guys. This is a journey. This is what the, hoping we'll be able to make the channel for. So this is the journey. This is the beginning of the journey where we're building our WB world. Alright, let's take out these sections. I think we need to patch the ground. I don't want to fall in. Yeah, definitely don't want to fall in. That is a huge whatchamacallit. Alright, there we go. You know, I could always remove the dirt a bit later on, but right now I'm more focused on building the room. Especially, you know, there's all these monsters around trying to kill me or something. I like the monsters. They're pretty cool. Okay, let's take this section. Alright. I think we have a big enough room, right? And it's getting late. That's why it's... I don't know. It's getting late. I don't know what to do. Let's bring it. Let's take these things over. Alright. You know what? If I need the room to be bigger, I will, you know, expand the room. Essentially, I think this is good enough. And we're going to just continue to place these blocks here. And I like this color. I like white. That's why you notice I use a lot of white coloring. Alright guys, we're back. Finally, I gotta say that it took me a really long time, but we did it. I mean, look at the place. It looks lovely, to me anyways. There are some nicks and stuff there that we could definitely fix, but, I don't want to be too greedy about it now, because we're just starting off the section. And, this is our first room. I've never done this before, and we have pretty cool room to me. I'm not sure about you guys. I think it's cool, right? I mean, look at it. And oh my God, there's some areas that are obviously not done. And, I am going to work on it. But first, what I want to do is put the door in. That'd be super duper cool as well because, I don't know. I'm trying to look for a good door, but I can't find, like, I don't know where I can get a good door. Let's just build it. Oh my God, look at it. Awesome place, isn't it? Look at it. That is just spectacular. Let me try to, can we get some lights up here? No, we can't hang torches up here, huh? Well, that kind of stinks. All right, so that means I'm going to have a pillar here then. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I mean, in the middle, it seems kind of dull, I think. Let's go up here. No, we'll put some lights up there. There we go. There we go. Also have it on the ground. But, this is what it's going to look like. I like it. I'm not sure about you guys. But let me know in the comment section below. But I'm trying to build an arcade. If you know how to build that, always, also let me know that as well. It'd be a cool gaming station. This is WB's world. We're gonna go on in here. We're gonna put the. I'm looking for the doors. These doors here are kind of cheesy. I don't know. I'm not too crazy about them. Not the cage though. I mean, the cage doesn't look good. I don't know. There's like a couple doors. This one, dark oak door, and then there's that one. I guess we could try the jungle door. How's the jungle door gonna do? Alright, that isn't gonna work. Okay, so since that's not gonna work, I'm gonna have to try something else. Let's try the iron door then. I think we need to have wood. Oh no, wait, let's make it glass. Ah, too bad I don't know how to do a sliding glass door. That would be cool. I like glasses. Okay, let's go up here. I know there's still some dirt up there, but, I'll fix it a bit later on. Can we put the door? You guys gotta let me know, why isn't the door, like, why isn't it working? It doesn't make sense to me. Where's the where's the torch? We put a lot of torch. Let's go back to iron door. So let me go out of here. Because we have a door here, right? I don't like that door either. We Oh god. I'm thinking here. Gosh, what should we do? The door isn't working. I'm gonna have to find a way to put the door. But essentially, this is where we go in. And, you know, let's see what we have here. What do we have? What looks like an arcade panel? Don't, you know, obviously these staircase look like an arcade panel a bit. Let's go on here. TNT. Just bombs. Oh my god, there's eggs. They're dragon eggs. I don't know. I mean, I'm tempted to put a dragon egg or something. Let's go down a bit more. Alright, yeah, the best looking thing that looks like an arcade is probably those stairs. I don't know, I mean, gosh. Too bad I can't color them. If there's anything we could customize or mod, you could always let me know about that too, because I don't know about them. There's our character. There's our character, guys. He's holding the door piece. Okay, let's try this. We can't place a door here. Ooh, I think we can't place it because it's not closing. That's why. No. Alright, let's take out this section. Let's go over here. Maybe we use more blocks. A bit more blocks. Up here. Maybe we could put the door now. Please don't tell me we need wood. Alright, I'm gonna try to put the wood bricks or blocks. And now we'll try for the door again. No, the door isn't working. Why can't I have a door right here? But I put a door on the front door. Alright. So I haven't figured that out yet. Anyways. Actually, we don't really need a door. Yeah, it's kind of redundant. Why would you even want a door, right? I mean, you know, this is like a hallway. This is like the legend kind of thing. So you go on in here. And, you know, there's multiple arcades. If we could put, like... I gotta say that the only thing that I feel that is... that I can use that looks like an arcade, you know, is this. That looks kind of weird like that. Let's use something else instead then. Let's use the red one. Yeah, you know. Or the orange one, my bad. Completely my bad. So there's an orange one. And I need to find a half break that's similar. There we go. Can we play it there? No, we can't put it there, but there we go. Yo, this sort of looks like an arcade. I mean, we could go in here and then we'll warp into next destination. Can we put anything in the wall? That's what I'm... You know, this is something I need to really work out because I'm trying to add these pictures. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to add them. But this is what we have so far. I spent some time doing this. This is our great haul of, you know, video games and stuff like that. Of course, this thing is not supposed to be like that. Whoa, whoops. Alright, this thing is not supposed to be like that. We'll break that. Come on. Alright. Now there's a hole. Yeah, there's a hole in our wall. That kind of stinks. Okay, there's a hole in our wall. And that means I can get out. Okay, let's build something here. Build there. Alright, the hole should, you know, we can build it from the inside now. Let's go back down. There we go. Let's go back in. We'll patch it up. And then I'll put in some more torches. I gotta say, I love those torches. Those torches look like, you know, they look like they're gonna help, you know, light up the place a bit more. It looks like we're limited supply on torches, which kind of stinks because it feels like I can't put any more. Oh, no, wait. There it is. Alright, there's... The more, the better. I want the place to be light, filled with light. All right, so that's our first room, and we're gonna start making some stuff around here. You could always let me know how to do that thing I was talking about, the arcade, or maybe a door, or maybe add something sliding that's cool. I'm not sure. Again, we're just starting to build it now. Everything looks fine in here. I like this. It's huge. It's a big place. I haven't worked on the basement yet, but we're gonna work on that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button, please be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'll be back in the next video on our WB world for Minecraft. Hi everyone, that's the end of this video. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel to support more videos for this game. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and Instagram for the latest updates to what we're doing. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.